against Darren, also from Bristol, England. A little bit unknown as Dorrington, having a crack at the title. He's got 3 losses. He's won 13, drawn 2. And he's had 7 KOs, so he's not really a knockout puncher. And you've got the champion, that's Jason Matthews. He's at 50-0, so 13 KOs. So possibly we could see the champion winning on inside the distance, yeah.
So we've got 2 UK fighters here, and I think it does underline how the bulk of the WBO's fighters are still coming out of that part of the world.
Very much so. You know, in England, a lot of the fights are really British title fights because, when you take the super middleweight, there's Collins, Eubank, Calzaghe, you know, all those chaps are British fighters. You've got Reed, the WBC champion, British. So, but they're all, you know, most of them fighting WBO. Right, Reed is the WBC champion, but there's a very strong connection with England and the WBO.
And some of them reasonable champions.
Oh, yes.
I mean, somebody like Reed is a fair champion.
Well, Reed is the WBC champion, but Steve Collins is a very good champion. He's only lost 2 fights. I haven't found out the real reason why he's given up the title. I think he just got fed up because he wanted to fight Jones and those sort of guys. He wanted real big fights. And they were forcing him to fight Calzaghe, who was fighting against Eubank tonight. And he said, you know, he's not in my class, and that's not the type of fight. I want bigger, the super fights. And I think he just got fed up with the whole thing. He's made a lot of money, making like £1 million a fight, so he's quite comfortable. I think he's about 32, 34 years old, somewhere around there. So why carry on fighting if you don't have to?
All right, this is international boxing then from the International Arena, Sheffield, and it's Matthews who looks as if he's started perhaps a little quicker in this opening round. '12 round, of course, so plenty of boxing for those spectators that are there. We don't see too many around the ring at the moment, but it's still early in the day, I guess.
Yeah, but can you, well, I mean, it must be around about 10 o'clock now in England, plus or minus. So possibly they'll come in when Nassim Hamed fights in Eubank, because those are the real 2 big fights. The others are continental titles, British titles, European titles. I don't think they're the attraction that the Nassim Hamed and Eubank. That's what the people are coming for, and I'm sure the place will be full because Nassim Hamed, the local boy, they'll all be there to watch him.
I think this is actually coming through as a recording to us, recorded earlier in the evening.
Possibly, yes.
Well, Dorrington getting a warning for clipping Matthews on the back of the head. We were discussing Chris Eubank and his reason for getting back into boxing. It has to be money, I suppose.
I would say so because he's a big spender. There was a rumour that some of his investments had gone wrong, and because he was going to get out of boxing, he said that's it after the Collins defeat. You know, he's only lost 2 fights, and both were to Collins. He lost his title to Collins, WBO super middleweight. Had a return fight, he failed to regain it, and then he gave it up. But when he came back, there were rumours that he'd had troubles with the tax man, so he had to get back into boxing to make money.
Well, all I can say with all the money he's earned through the years, he must be a very big, very quick spender.
Well, he was on £1 million a fight with Sky at a £10 million deal. I think it went to 8 fights at £8 million. So to lose £8 million, unbelievable. But he still lives very well. He's in Hove, and you know, near Brighton in England. Magnificent house he's got there. He lives very well, so I don't believe he's done all his money. He went out to promote himself. He had a fight in Egypt. He thought he'd pull the crowds in, but the Egyptians are not fight fans. So that was a bit of a flop. And then he had another fight in England, fought at a light heavy, also promoted himself. And now he's joined Wadden. So I really don't know what the reason is, but I'm sure the bottom line is money.
Round 2 then of the scheduled 12-rounder. Matthews, who looks the stronger fighter, certainly in these early stages.
Well, he's got a very good record, 15-0, 13 KOs.
Oh, nice bit of head there, Ron. That was absolutely blatant. Okay, we've lined up a commentator, so let's cross again.
The sole watcher at the early part of our show, or in the middle there, you'll spot him at ringside, happens to be Frank Warren, the promoter, who's clearly the leading promoter in Britain now, a sports network company. Now it's really getting into the lively situations I thought it would do here in the second. He's willing to trade with him a bit now, Dorrington. He's willing to have a go. I did tell you that the Bristolian, as we would call him here, is a tough old nut. See, the thing, we're not sure about Matthews' staying power at the moment. He hasn't had to go past 6 rounds. He won the 95 ABA English Amateur Championship. Apparently, when he's not battling, he's a clerical worker, so it's good to see a fighter with a job outside the ring as well. Can't remember if they boxed as amateurs. I don't quite see as many amateurs as I used to, and I can't remember them being matched. I don't think that matters. It's all relevant now, isn't it, as they're getting down to business. Whoop, bit rough and tough this is going to be. There's going to be a bit of blood going here, and it'll be caused through headbutts. Matthews was stopped a few times in the amateur ranks, not surprisingly by Joe Calzaghe. But he's blossomed a great deal as a pro. He's sheer knockdowns, not knockouts. He's had 12 of those. Have a look then at Dorrington, and that's, as I said, Chris Sanagar there leaning over in the purple garb, and the referee just collecting the points of each round from the judges. And in replay there, you see they're digging these fellas. Those close-in shots, a little bit tip of the glove, but they're a bit, but it's still hurtful from Dorrington. This fight was lined up a long time ago because they knew it would be a humdinger, and it's proved that way. But he's covered up fairly well during that, Matthews, and was willing to come back again. Third round. And it looks like well, not unfancied by any means, but the underdog betting-wise in purple there, Darren Dorrington from Bristol, just starting to get back into this fight again. Matthews came in as a strong favourite, really. But it's much too early to make a pick anyway. It looks like being a pretty even fight. So far, it's looked that way. Sharper punching boxing coming from Matthews. But the hard stuff, the rugged stuff, it will certainly test Matthews' stamina, being provided by Dorrington. Calls a 1-2 from the corner. It's always easier from outside the ring. Oh, good shot. Led with the punch, the right hand, got away with it all right. Now it's getting, as I suspected, the old rough and tough stuff coming in. That's just a little bit of a mishap there, technical as we go on. That's not the opening round on that caption. We're into the third round, actually. One of those gremlins gets into the works every so often. So let's get on with what matters, the battle, not the statistics, or even what round it is for that matter. Well, little friendly rabbit punches there, which should be stopped, and I'm no doubt, yes, he will. Well, he'll stop and lecture them if they keep that up. That's no good. Not a stamping going the back of the arena. Well, the side of the arena, actually. Whoop, the head again there by Matthews. Crowd have driven up from London. So, as I was saying, just ignore that there, the round. It's got the makings of a not necessarily long distance, but while it lasts, it's going to be a rough one. Whipping out that gumshoe there, and a bit of blooded around the mouth. The other fellow, this fellow, well, he's a sharp boxer at his best. He's been known to be a little bit up and down, but you can't knock an unbeaten record. Almost a wash and brush up on a bit of a make-up job there, isn't it? And replay. See those little clubbing punches of Dorrington. They're a bit spiteful, I tell you. How's that for a close-up? Hard game, this, isn't it? Boom, right through there on the point of the jaw. He did well to take that, Dorrington, without going over. So from that clip there, certainly Matthews had the better of it. So there we are, back to normal. Round 4. Maybe it was that lady had gone missing in the early rounds. Scheduled for those who are not sure about length of boxing, 12-rounder. WBO carries an Inter-Continental championship, which is for those normally above top 10 ratings. But the winner usually gets a chance to get into the top 10. Yeah, it's livened up. It's going to be a hard... I'm repeating myself, but it's going to be a hard one, this. Backstage, they were talking about this, that maybe Matthews would like to stand and box, take his time a bit. He's going to be roughed up by Dorrington, and that's what's happening. But he's a pretty good puncher, though, himself, Matthews, when he gets him on target. So watching that rabbit punch, as I suspected, referee Thomas. He just prods away with that left-hand jab, and you know the right hand's coming in there, the old-fashioned 1-2. Oh, some hard stuff coming inside now by Matthews. He's letting them for a while, but he'll have to pull them there. There's too much holding there. He's saying punch away inside there, the referee, but they've ignored that. Oh dear, they really are a bit special. Throws that uppercut close in there and rushes in with it, really. He needs to be a bit closer, I should have said, because it's whizzing past Dorrington's chin, but if he happens to catch him with one, he'll very likely make his head depart from his shoulders. Oh, good shot there by Dorrington. Good sharp left hook. So coming up then to the end of the 4th round. It looked like he wanted to go on. Fancy the bell stopping us. That should be better now with this change of mic. Just say something, Steve, to make sure I can hear you still. Yeah, okay, got you. Sorry, it's okay now. So close in there was a bit rough. Yeah, some good stuff there, some good camera work, isn't it? Close in, you can see exactly what's happening.
Bonus 10 seconds. Takes out. Round 5.
Round 5 then. The middleweight division, 11 stone, 6-pounders. And we identify then the, well, you could call him the challenger in many ways, I suppose. In the purple is Darren Dorrington from Bristol in the West Country. And Jason Matthews from Islington in London. That's had a flyweight champion of the world there. Terry Allen came out of Islington. And many of the expats. There's also an Islington in Liverpool. Paul's hard stuff, isn't it? Roughing away there, Matthews. He's suddenly come to terms with the fact that it's not going to be an easy fight. Oh, he keeps whacking him on the back of the head there. Yeah, I thought so. It's about time he made that. I mean, that's an unfair punch. It's against the rules and it's damaging. It's the rabbit blow. Let go of me, he's saying, I want to start punching more. It's very untidy, isn't it, close up? Almost like the orchestra leader there, wasn't he? The referee saying, carry on. Oh, that downward arc of a punch, that was a stinger. Some good stuff now. It's not a bad battle, this, is it? Oh, dear. He leads with that right hand and right on the chin. He's very accurate. Matthews, he's got just that edge in skill. Yeah, he's pushing himself in front now, Matthews. Just getting a better of these exchanges and picking punches. Best he's opened up so far. I'm glad there's no noticeable contusions yet or a bit of blood showing, because it's certainly been a bit rough and the heads have been banging a bit. So Matthews actually in the Frank Warren camp. Oh, they stunned him with that right hand. Oh dear, he's got a hang on there, Dorrington. He is in trouble. His legs have gone. He said, hold your hands up, are you all right? You hardly expect Dorrington to have a conversation at that point. He is bang in trouble, as you can see. I'll be surprised now. No, it's done him a favour. I was going to say whether he could last this round out. And look, he's gone back completely to the right corner anyway, which is always a good sign. And that's the first march after me saying there was nothing happening there. And he's bruised up there. There it is. Bingo. Chopping those right-hand punches. He did well to hang on, and that's all you should do. You used to have trouble with Frank Bruno, you know, when he was in trouble. He never knew how to hang on. He's really all over the place there, isn't he? Almost coming apart like a rag doll there. Oh, dear. I can feel it, I tell you. From the screen, you can feel it thousands of miles away, I would have thought, as we can here at ringside.
Bonus 10 seconds.
Well, they've tried to revive him best they can, but you would have thought that Jason Matthews must be taking advantage of this now. You know, he's got to go for broke. Oh dear, he's gone a bit right hand happy, but it's working for him, Matthews. What a gutsy guy, though. Dorrington, he's got plenty of heart. You know, he doesn't want to burn himself out here, Matthews. He's, as I say, hasn't been past the 6th round yet. He hasn't had the need to. Well, I'm amazed really that Dorrington's been able to stand up there. He's not unloading too much on him, but enough, Matthews, isn't he? But he's almost allowing Dorrington to recover. Plenty of heart, though. I knew that coming in that he would be, because Chris Sanagar wouldn't have anybody who was a little chicken. Just swelling up now, isn't he? He's starting to mark up a bit there, Dorrington. Certainly not going to get any better. They can try and push the ice pack, or the end swell, as it's called, that sort of doll's iron that they leave in the ice bucket there around Dorrington's cheeks. But it'll need a lot of good corner work here to keep him in the fight. And at the moment, he's just popping away there, coming back, isn't he? Look at that. What a gutsy guy. And I dare say that's not demoralised Matthews, but he's got to be surprised, to say the least. Good contest, this. Almost evenly matched. You're still going to lean a bit with Matthews, I think. He's just got that edge, hasn't he, all the time? He's a little bit sharper. I'll be pleased to see this round out now, Dorrington. He's liable to, find his second breath in the next one now, because I don't suppose when he came off that stool, although he would never think of quitting, wondering whether he'd fall for another right-hand punch again on the chin. A wee bit slappy, I suspect, but not necessarily. I still wouldn't like to be taking them, and I'm sure you wouldn't. So we get the countdown clock for the end of this round. What a good little battle this is. Oh dear, good finish. The crowd are rising to this one, all right, particularly Matthews' men. This whole crowd of them banging away at the chairs. Well, a good, satisfying round that. Certainly pleased the customers. And they are almost smothering him with affection as well there, aren't they? They've got to be pleased with him, although they might have been a bit disappointed he didn't finish it. Let's have another look. See that chopping right-hand blow, that short, sharp, and very effective. As I said, he got a little bit over with the right hand there. If he'd have switched his punches, maybe to the left hook underneath. But there you go. That's being a bit hypercritical, really, isn't it? He's doing all right without me telling him what to do. Oh dear, he's really soaked some up there, isn't he? That's clearly putting Matthews ahead. A bit of splashed Vaseline around the eye there. The referee might wipe that off, we don't know. It's not that important, really. Won't help him slip punches at the start of round 7. So the man from down West Bristol proved all the guts in the world in this challenge. He could have easily, oh dear, now he's buckling again. He'll need to pull up that courage now, I tell you. Matthews has sort of got him ready to take. He can afford to bide his time a bit. Oh dear, that right hand, that's a cracking shot as well, the uppercut. There's no defence against that now, Dorrington. Oh, this fella surely can't go on much longer. He's taking too much, he's shipping. The heart goes out here to Dorrington, it really does. A bit of excitement, as you can see there, or concern, is it, by Frank Warren. He's made a hard enough match for his man in Jason Matthews, and now Matthews is producing. Oh yes, it's good stuff now by Jason Matthews. It might be the best I've seen in box. First time, as I said, he's been past the 6th round. Oh dear. he's got him going here now. Oh dear, yes, it's all over by the shouting, and there's plenty of that going for Matthews. Oh, he's cut as well now. That's really sealed it. That the heart really has got to go out now to Dorrington. Now he's having to cope with everything. He's getting beaten up, and he's cut. Oh, right on the cheek there. They were swelling. It was inevitable that it would open. So he's just glanced at it there, the referee. I don't think he's going to call the doctor in. As you can see, just under a minute to go. What a battle. It's a hard game, and he's got to stop it here. Quite rightly. Oh dear, don't like to see that at the end of a fight there. A man banged up like that. It was only in the last couple of minutes or the end of the last round really that we noticed it. And a good win there for Jason Matthews. But one of those things where you want to say, and for the good loser, there's a really big cheer, because he deserved it. And the doctor checks the winners as well now. It's a regulation. He's in there just checking that everything's all right. Let me see your eyes. Don't think you need to worry about. This is the fella you've got to worry about. And oh my God, it looks like he's been run over by a truck, and he's waiting to see what the number of it was. It's a hard business, but that's what they want to do. And I dare say Dorrington's got a nice few bob coming his way at the end of this. Eyeball to eyeball there. He doesn't know where he is, but he's soaked up that punishment, and I tell you, that's a brave guy. That's a brave guy. You might say foolishly brave, but that's what the fight game is. At this level, you've got to fight in the trenches quite a bit. Excellent replays, isn't it? If only Dorrington could see these replays and then take the evasive action. But by that time, he'd not lost any spirit, but the body wouldn't react at all. And look at that, you see, just throwing out of just desperation. Doesn't know quite where he is, and he should have tried to get away a bit, but he's lost the speed in his legs now. And the referee, quite right. I wouldn't have minded if he'd have done it a bit earlier than that, actually. And the final gallant finish then for Darren Dorrington. Fighting back, missing with a punch, and at that stage, that's it. The referee was probably just right there. So back to the corner, Jason Matthews, well pleased with himself. Where does he go from here? We'll soon find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 17 seconds of round 7, your referee having called a halt to the contest, Darren Dorrington unfortunately being no to continue, your winner and still the WBO Inter-Continental Middleweight Champion, Jason Matthews. And I'm sure you'd like to show your appreciation there for an unfortunate loser indeed, Darren Dorrington.